Hey everyone, thanks for joining us. The next episode of Red Valkyrie is about to start. Hello and welcome to another episode of Red Valkyrie. I am your host, Shae the Red, feeling a little bit silvery today. And I am here with a fucking badass duo of creators. We have Mike. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
Good. I'm good. Just busy. And I thought I had somewhere to go with that, and I just didn't. So I just petered out on my own. It's so sad. And we have Mark. How are you doing, Mark?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having us.
Hell yeah, dude. I am bummed that I couldn't get you guys on when you had the first campaign, because I remember it and I was like, we're going to make it happen. We're going to make it happen. And I don't know what happened, but then you guys were done. So I'm super happy that we at least have you for the second campaign. And for anyone who doesn't know what campaign we're talking about, because I know that you know these names from multiple areas. We are talking about USAssasin, book 2, Enter Zeroface. So I'm super excited to get into this. And before I let either one of you talk, we're going to watch your video first, because that's how I do, and it's my show.
USAssasin returns in an all-new 50-page blood-soaked graphic novel written by Mark Poulton, co-creator of Graveyard Shift, featuring art star Mike McMahon.
Uh-oh.
We froze, yeah.
Come back, Shae.
We broke our stream.
I must have been over the weight limit.
Solid start. I apologize. I forgot to warn you guys. Apparently, upgrading my internet means that I actually stream from a hole in the ground. So I just constantly lose connection for absolutely no damn reason.
No.
Super fun. Okay, so we're going to try this a second time.
No problem.
I apologize. I'm starting it from the beginning because I missed most of this.
Okay.
So here we go.
USAssasin returns in an all-new 50-page blood-soaked graphic novel written by Mark Poulton, co-creator of Graveyard Shift, featuring artwork by rising superstar Mike McMahon. New villains unite to take on Joe Knight, a story inspired by the Raid and Bruce Lee's Game of Death. Plus, learn the secrets of Project USAssasin. Who is the mysterious Sensei Steel? All this in a Book 1 reprint featuring a stunning cover by Mark Yoon. USAssasin.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like it's a USAssasin. End scene.
That is Mark doing his best 80s video.
Yeah, narrator.
Voiceover narrator.
I like it. All right, Mark, how about you let us know a little bit more about what USAssasin is?
Sure. USAssasin is our government super ninja. In the first volume was sort of The Dark Knight meets American Ninja. My inspiration was 80s action films like American Ninja, Commando, Rambo. So the first volume found our super ninja on his very last mission. He retires. He's getting too old for this. He has a family at home, and he retires, and he goes into the private security business. And his first job is training the next level in private security, which are metahumans. And on their first mission, it goes wrong. The team turns on him. He has to become USAssasin one last time. This book was supposed to be one and done, but I enjoyed, I love working with Mike, and I loved writing this character so much. I was like, this can't be the end. So volume 2 kicks off. our Super Ninja Joe, he finds himself in the basement of an abandoned building, and kind of like the Raid or Bruce Lee's Game of Death, he has to fight his way out of this building. Each level a new threat. Along the way, he's having flashbacks to when he first joined Project USAssassin, because the mastermind behind this whole challenge for him is the other recruit for USAssassin, Zeroface.
I like it. Zeroface, I'm assuming one of the guys that wears the mask and you don't see his face.
Yep.
Sweet. I like that you guys stuck like on the nose with it, with the names, just like in the 90s where it was like, oh, this is like Red Feather, and it's because he has like one giant red feather somewhere or something. You're like, yes.
Hey, I'm the guy that writes Sea Dog and Viking Wolf. I just go for the easiest names.
That's fair. That's fair. And by the way, I don't know how much we talked. Did you like my Sea Dog hand turkey?
Oh, I loved it.
Good, because it's going to end up on a pair of sweatpants pretty soon.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. I'm making 2 sets, and they're going to be glorious because one set is going to be the indie characters, and the other set is going to be the actual creators. So,
Oh my gosh.
Tug is going to end up on both of them, and so is Lug, because Lug technically is a creator at this point. She has officially had artwork printed on a cover. And Tug is obviously a personality, but yeah, so the Sea Dog hand turkey is 1,000% going on a pair of pajama sweatpants.
That's awesome.
That is
I
awesome.
wanted to put it in the book, but Clint was like, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I know. I got totally shut down because I remember I was like, ooh, every bit of fan art, and they were like, maybe not all of the fan art.
If it was up to me, it would definitely go in. I love it.
You all just missed out. That's all it is. I'm just saying my hand turkeys have been highly requested lately. Chrissy says The Dark Knight meets which American Ninja? They made like 5 of those movies, and 3 would be acceptable.
Yeah. When John Malin and I, when we fulfilled the first Graveyard Shift book at my house, I made him watch all of them.
Nice.
You're like, you're hanging out with me. We're watching all of these.
Yeah,
so
right.
Sit down and
We're
shut
doing
up.
this. Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah, I remember being a kid and riding my bike, and my buddy, his name was Bobby Brown. He was not a Motown guy, but he's like, "Hey man, you got to come to my house. My dad just got this new VHS." That's how old I am. Like, you got to check it out. So we go downstairs, and it was American Ninja, and I was just like, "Wow, this is so cool."
See, so here's the bad thing. I don't know if I've seen American Ninja, and it has nothing to do with age. It has everything to do with the fact that my dad made me watch all of those like really, really horrible, like the Steven Seagal movies, all of the old school Jackie Chan. Like, he legit wanted to be Seagal in real life. But if Seagal was also a Hell's Angel and like did everything.
Yeah.
And so I feel like I've probably at some point in time, with my dad's horrible taste in ridiculous movies, I've probably seen USAssassin or American Ninja, but I can't remember. I honestly can't anymore because there's just been so many like ridiculous shows that I'm like, this is definitely a dad movie. Oh my goodness, this is awesome. So we had a question from Ideas, and I know that you answered in the chat, but I'm gonna make you answer verbally. So Ideas says, are you gonna be the only inker on volume 2?
Yes, I am inking every page, every cover I do. Ooh. It is 100% me.
Okay, so what are both of your roles? So Mark is the writer.
Mark is the writer, creator. I helped co-create, and the artist. So
are you doing like colors and everything with it?
No, I don't.
Okay.
No, our colorist is actually Oliver Lee Ars from.
Oh, you got Ollie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing a great job too.
Dude, if he shows I'm gonna laugh because he's gonna be like, Shae, so what, you don't bring me on the show when it's a book that I'm working on? Like it's so funny. Ollie's working on so many projects that you wouldn't know because the only one that he talks about is 656, and then it's like, oh yeah, by the way, Ollie's coloring this, and oh now he's coloring this book, and oh he's coloring this one too. I'm like, good hell, you're fucking everywhere. How do you have time? So I'm really digging this kind of like super retro artwork and all of the characters and the way that you guys design them. It just feels like it's a classic. Like it feels like something from the 90s that you just pick up.
Yeah, that's what we were going for.
I got some 90s inspiration behind me, so
just like a tat. Hold on, wait. Let's make this. Where'd my mouse go? Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a tiny bit. Like it's not that 90s. It's just super 90s.
It's not just 90s. It's super 90s.
Right? It's but it's I think it's really, I don't know, the designs and everything are really cool. And like I'm not gonna lie, if I had my way and was able to sit down and actually have sculpted like one of the masks, I 1000% was gonna do the mask that you have on the cover because it's such a cool look to everything. And I like how it's just got like super angular and then you don't see really any other features. It goes with the no face, like 1000%.
Yeah. Well, that's Joe's mask. Zeroface is his mask is like a mirror. It's like it's not like Cobra Commander mirror, but it's like Rorschach's, where it's like skin tight, but it's chrome.
But it's all reflect. Ooh, that'd be another good challenge too. I don't even know how I would do that.
Yeah. But it was. I love working on this. I really love how people are reacting to it, and I am super artistically. I'm super 90s all the way. I'm glad that it's come back around to be in favor again. Oh, hey, Edwin. So it's just it's kind of perfect timing. Like I think we've got our perfect storm with like the way the indie market's going right now, and Mark is like, I mean, look at all those books behind him that he's put out so far. I mean, the dude is.
I know, right? If you didn't see them all, they're just all lined up.
Yeah, he's like the godfather of CG. He just
so many.
He's got so many, and he's got even more on the way. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Well, I mean, when you write that many books and have that much success in writing that many books, you don't stop like that. Yeah, doesn't make sense. Like, I'm just excited. I finally wrote something that's going to get a little bit of viewing, and it's 7 pages. That's all it is. And I'm like, yay, I wrote a story.
You got to start somewhere, man. That's awesome.
That's right.
Oh no, I'm super excited. I got to write a 7-page backstory for Marty from the Kill Journal. And so that is going to be the first time that my stuff will be published in a capacity outside of like school contests and stuff, where I got published like statewide, but I was like, 17? Like that's not, I don't feel like that counts anymore. So one thing I wanted to point out, I like how you've got your 24x36 retail poster. So if anybody has an LCS that is interested in entertaining indies, that's a really good. So a lot of people do these posters and they're really nice artwork, but it's not good branding for selling an indie book. You know what I mean? Because it's like, oh, it's a really pretty picture, but I know when I go into my LCS, they had that everywhere. Like they had all of these really cool posters up and I was like, oh, that's pretty. And then I move on and I don't think about what it's from. I don't think about if it's a book that I can get. So the fact that you guys put it up there and you're like, hey, this is sold here. And that already makes people want to look at it. And you have what both of the books look like as far as their covers go, plus some really badass art. It's good marketing. It's nice to see.
Yeah. Thanks. I was inspired just by like the old posters I would see hanging in the comic shops in the 90s. And it would
Yes.
I mean, it's pretty much the same template I used, just like, this is cool. It's sold here, buy it.
Well, and the thing is if you're going to come at it, so this is one of the things that I like to talk about, because a lot of people, especially when we're talking crowdfunding, people are usually we're asking people to be jacks of all trade, which is difficult. So you have people that are artists or people that are writers that are very creative, but then you're also saying like, hey, I need you to also be left-brained and be really good at like administrative and marketing and trends and psychology and all that kind of stuff to know what's going to sell. One of the biggest things is if you have a poster that looks like this with the giant words sold here, it feels significant when you see it. And so as somebody who has no idea what USAssassin is, you see this is sold here inside of a comic store, you're going to ask a question about it. You're much more likely to than if you just saw a pretty artwork. And so I think that you did a very good job. There's a reason it worked in the 90s. Like it's psychologically, it tells you this is something worthwhile that you should be checking out.
Mark's a genius.
I feel like I need to, Mark and I need to sit down and just talk marketing for a little bit, because there's so many people who don't get it, and it's refreshing when you find somebody who does, and you're like, oh, good.
Well, it's funny. I wanted to when it was time to go to college, when I graduated high school, I wanted to go to art school and be a comic book artist. And my parents were like, "We're not sending you to art school. You already know how to draw." So I just I picked the major that just fit into the schedule I wanted, and I ended up a marketing major.
Of course you did. See, I haven't taken marketing, but I probably should. That would make a lot of sense with where my knack for stuff is. But then, I'm in the military, so I'd have to get the Air Force to agree to let me change my major again, and they're kind of pissy about that. So this is another really cool thing that you guys have. You are giving away the original cover art.
Yep.
That is
that was all Mike's idea.
Yeah.
Very generous.
Oh, yeah. Mark is the only marketing genius here, obviously. Come on, Mike. That's amazing.
I'm just a real big fan of making it worthwhile. I mean, yeah, we're putting out a good product, and I think everyone's going to enjoy it, but it's not even really going above and beyond. It's just the best way I can say thank you to somebody. I mean, and to have that that piece of art that it's kind of a part of history. I mean, I don't know do you have the cover to Volume 1, Mark, or did I send that to John? I think I sent that to John.
You sent that to John. Okay,
because originally Volume 1 was supposed to be 3 issues. Mark has the other 2 covers to that. So I rarely keep stuff. I mean, there's a couple things I have that I really like that I might keep, but I just thought it'd be really nice, and an extra way to kind of entice people to be part of the campaign, because I mean, if you don't pledge, you're not in the race to win the cover. So
well, it's very true, and it's I think that it's a cool thing to see people see so many creators now who really want to spoil their backers and give them as much opportunity to kind of have some really cool original things as possible. And if you watch Frege at all, one of his big things that he likes to say is you want to get in on a lot of these campaigns, especially if you're talking about a campaign that's on its 2nd or 3rd book. That's a campaign that has already succeeded more than once. Yeah. And so that's a campaign that really does have a good shot of breaking out and making it, and being able to get the original art from book 1, book 2, book 3 of some of these books that are going to do really well, or that you're pretty confident you're going to own a piece of history. And so when this becomes something that is what replaces the industry, because it's better focused and it's more sustainable than what's currently going on with the big 2.
Yeah.
This is something that owning this is a huge deal. Like that's a really cool piece of history. So I definitely think that people should be getting in on this just for a chance, man. Like you could own an original cover art, which is insane.
Yeah. And I've actually put up pages to the first volume up on my eBay store, and they've been flying. I mean, that's awesome. It's been doing really well. And I've been taking that money and wrapping it, putting it back into the campaign, because we're when we hit our second 30 days, we got some announcements for stuff, and Mark's got a goodie and I've got a goodie, and I think everyone's going to be really, really surprised. So
that's exciting.
Yeah.
Ideas wants to know, is there any future crossover with Graveyard Shift? Mark's like, shh. I can't say anything.
Buy the book. That's all I'll say.
Okay, that's a real heavy hint. Just FYI to anybody watching. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Go back all the books now. Do it.
That's right.
Okay, so you have some cool stretch goals. I'm gonna do the Shae thing. Is there ever a chance that you're gonna do maybe a patch?
It's a possibility.
What if I told you that I knew a guy?
Then I would say it's a better possibility.
Okay. I know a guy, his name is Tony. Tony better still work at this place, because as much as I say his name, seriously, he hit me up and it was just, he happened to be Tony. And the first time I said it, I was like, so I know a guy who works at this place. He does really good work. They're really beautiful patches. And I was like, his name is Tony. And my guest goes, hey, it's Tony. And I went, oh shit, that does sound like a mob guy. So now that's every time I say his name, that's how I say it. But yeah, I'll get you guys that information after.
Yeah.
Okay. It's something to consider. I know at least 2 people who love patches. Probably 3 when my co-host gets back, but myself and Death Metal Hero, we like to take patches from our indie books and get them put up on. I've got really cool jackets that I had made when we got monetized that have our channel logo on the back and our names, one for me and one for Cyborg. And we're taking all of these patches and just from all of these awesome campaigns and getting them sewn on all over the place so we can represent all of these awesome CG projects. And
that is so cool.
Dude, I'm just saying USAssassin would be a pretty awesome patch to have. And Eric, shut up. There's more than 3 people that like patches. I'm just saying patches are cool. Stop pissing on my parade, everybody. So I wanted to go over some of your stretch goals before we hit your tiers. And before we do, I should probably see what you're at. So you're at just over 6,000, which means that first stretch goal has already been accomplished. You know what? I'm just gonna, Mark, you go ahead and talk about them because you know.
Okay, so 10,000 is a 6x9 print. I actually showed the artwork on Twitter today. It's by my buddy Dexter Weeks, who I've known forever, and we've worked on a ton of books together, including my very first comic book, Coney Waves, and we did Evangeline together over at Image. So I'm doing this on my phone, so it's really small. So I don't know what the $15,000
sticker for all backers at 15.
Which one?
So at 15,000, it's a sticker for all backers.
Oh, okay. Yep. So it'll be. So I haven't told 6 a.m. Comics this yet, but he's gonna do a USAssassin sticker for me. I haven't reached out to him yet, but Mark, if you're watching.
Let's go, Mark.
He's coming.
Mark, talk to Mark, okay, and make it happen. That's awesome. I gotta say, I love that I'm getting a collection of stickers that have been done by Mark because I just love his style so much, and I'm like, I need more things that are more sustainable than ring notebook that I can put these on because they're so cool.
So at 20,000, we're adding a whole like art gallery to the back of the book. We have a ton of amazing friends who were kind enough to contribute artwork for us. So it'd be great to add those to the book, make it thicker. I mean, the first book weighed in at 80 pages. I'd like to get this one. I probably won't get it to 80 pages, but it'd be awesome if we could get it to 64 pages.
Yeah.
I mean, would you guys like a hand turkey? So I'll make you a hand turkey.
I would love a hand turkey.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
For real?
Is that a euphemism?
Yeah, all the fingers could be like
no.
USAssassin's sword sticking out from behind his back.
Mike, I put my hand down on my Surface Pro and I sketch it and make a hand turkey.
Yeah.
Like, it's an actual thing that I've been doing.
Do it.
Yes. Okay, when I'm on vacation in October, I will make you guys hand turkey.
If we get to 100,000, we will make a Shae hand turkey sticker. How about that?
If we get to 100,000, just make it a patch.
There we go. There we go.
Oh shit! Oh, that's terrible. Oh, I would 1,000% still put it on my jacket. That's like a turkey patch. That's terrible. Holy shit. Okay. Whew. And then at 25.
So the variant cover artist, Mark Yoon, he lives in New York. I live in Jersey. He'll come down from New York and he'll sign all the books for everyone.
Oh shit, you live in Jersey? You ain't too far from me, Mark.
Oh, nice.
I'm in Maryland.
Okay.
It's kind of close.
Yeah, I'm on the Mississippi.
Yeah, I actually had to fly into Jersey and then drive down because I made the mistake of buying a parrot overseas. So I have a Scottish parrot and he had to go into quarantine and there's only 3 ports you can fly into. It's Jersey, Florida, or California.
Wow.
So yeah. Oh, his quarantine cost more than my hotel stay for 2 adults.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And now he screams at me daily. So it was totally worth it. And I don't regret it at all. Like just today, I got home and was like, man, I'm tired and have a headache. And he goes, ah! And I was like, I hate everything about you right now. Like, I went through so much to bring you to this country and you don't even care.
Well, they make those bark collars for dogs. They should make one for your...
His neck is like this big. You couldn't even put the little thing. It's like the size of his head.
You put it on, he'd be like, donk.
And then he would just scream incessantly and would not care that it was vibrating on him at all.
This is true. This is true.
Okay, so you guys have 10 days left. And are at 6,000. You know what? I want to see you guys hit at least 10. Like, you're going in demand after this, right?
We're actually going another 30 days after this. So
good. Okay.
Yeah.
So there is still plenty of time.
Yeah.
You guys better break 10 then. Good shit. If you're going for another 30 days, like that should definitely be a thing. Let's go over your tiers and so people know how they can back you. Mark, do you know these or do you want me to make Mike read them?
Oh, shit. No, I can do it.
You just said you were on your phone, so I didn't want to make it too difficult for you.
So our featured perk is the fan pack at $75. You get the reprint variant of Volume 1, Volume 2, and a sketch from Mike, and all the books will come signed by me.
Nice.
At $25, you just get the book 2. As well for $25. You can also get the Volume 1 reprint.
Very cool. I like that you guys are actually doing a reprint. Like I know some people just have like the stock, but I don't know, something, it feels cool. It would be cool to have like the original. from the first run, but it also feels kind of cool where you're like, yeah, our book did so well and we have so much confidence and everything in it that we're actually reprinting it for the next one. Like you guys did so good that you have to actually print more, which is awesome.
And Mark Yoon did a fantastic job on that cover.
Yeah, that cover is so badass. It deserved to be a cover. So I'm glad we got to use it. So at $40, we have the double tap. That's where you get 2 copies of book 2 and you get it at a discount.
Nice. Very well done.
So at the $50 tier, the action pack, you get the book 1 reprint and book 2. All right, for $75, the triple threat, you get, we do have some copies of volume 1, the original printing left. So you get that, you get the reprint of volume 1, and you get book 2.
Very cool. Oh wow, seeing the 2, like the variant cover and then the original side by side is actually pretty badass. I like that. It's very cool. Very, very cool.
And then at $100, you get those 3 books plus a sketch from Mike.
And this is the coolest tier.
Yeah, so $200 is our collector's box, and I have one right here. It's a collector case, and it's going to come full with books. Right now, it'll come with every book offered in the campaign. So right now, there's 3 books offered, but in the next 30 days, there are going to be a couple more books added to the campaign. And just to give you a hint, this collector's case will hold about 5 books. So if you're wondering how many books you're going to get, 5 I think is a good guess.
Yeah, that is awesome. So that's really, those are kind of like the Alterna cases that they have. Oh, yep. Those are nice. Those are super nice.
That's super
cool.
We
went with the cool G.I. Joe
yeah. Dude, that's badass. And I love that you put it on the spine too, because like my Alterna one that I have, it says Alterna Comics on the front and has absolutely nothing on the spine. So when I actually store it instead of like display it, it just looks like a black box that's sitting on my shelf that I'm like, I should probably get a sticker or something to like make it cooler. But that is awesome. That is super, super cool.
Yeah, and it'll come with more than just the books. It'll come with an exclusive trading card, a print, and not only a sketch from Mike, but a sketch from me.
Okay.
Because Mark is a great artist in and of himself.
That blows my mind. All right, and then you have your retailer pack for $300.
Yep. So that'll come with 10 copies of the Volume 1 reprint, 10 copies of Volume 2, a bunch of promotional items for the store like trading cards, prints, buttons, and then the 24 by 36 inch poster for them to hang up in their store. And, it's called a retailer tier. If someone out there wants 10 copies of each volume and they're not a retailer, they're more than welcome to get it. I mean, Christmas is coming up. I'm going to have these books to you by Christmas.
I was just going to say, guys, if you have 10 people that you need to buy presents for, $300 is a steal for a Christmas gift. I'm just saying. And on top of that, they would get 2 books and you could give them a button.
Yeah.
And wait, does it come? How many 6x9 prints does it come with?
It'll come with at least 10, so everyone
gets... Good shit. That's a really good Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Christmas shopping done, $300, guys. Come on. That is a steal. Ready, go.
Yeah.
That is amazing. So if I don't ask this question, I think that Eric McIntyre might maybe die. Because he asked the same question about 3 times. Do you sell original art?
I sell my original art, yes.
Okay, so it's not something that you're selling on the campaign.
Actually, it is. It's an add-on. There's artwork available.
Gotcha.
But you have to back it first. Yep.
Yeah, you're gonna have to buy a tier. Sorry, guys. Buy a tier, and then you can get some badass original artwork added on there.
Volume 2 is it's all good. It's
all
so
good.
It's all so
artwork's
good
amazing.
stuff. Yeah. It's I'm really proud
And
of
Mike's
Volume
already
2.
on volume 3, and to see how he progresses each volume is amazing. I've had so much fun just watching his growth as an artist. So to go from volume 1 to volume 2, which volume 2 is fantastic. Volume 3 is amazing. I'm looking forward to seeing what he does on volume 4, volume 5.
That I love seeing that. I love seeing where an artist like starts on a series, and then every time you get a new issue, you're just like, oh my gosh, this is so much better than the last one. And the last one was great, and then it just keeps progressing, and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
can't wait. It's gonna be the most epic thing ever. Like, it makes you so excited for everything.
Well, that's what made me a fan. Like watching guys grow, like Tony Daniel and Marat Michaels, and I can show you one page of volume 3. So there we go.
Holy mother hell!
I've shown it on other streams that we've done, but this is the only one that doesn't have any spoilers on it.
That is amazing.
That is the most 90s USAssassin is going to get.
It's freaking beautiful. Oh, I love that.
I'm thinking we might.
I
don't know if I want to part with this, but maybe we'll make this one of the pieces of art, since it's on the Foot Locker box. Maybe we'll make this one of the add-ons that somebody can get. So I think this is a really cool piece.
That is. Does that dog have like a cybernetic eye?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Bazooka dog.
Oh, yes. That is amazing. That is awesome.
So Bazooka Dog and one of the villains, Slither, he was co-created by my son Chase. So
yes.
he helps us with these. Yeah.
Wait, how old is your son?
He's 10 right now. How old was he when he came up with Slither? 6?
6?
Yeah.
It was 4 years ago when we started putting this together.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
He's amazing. He's
300 confirmed. Maybe we won't be putting it on the campaign.
Yeah, Chase has been making comics with me for a long time. He and I wrote a graphic novel back in 2017 called Pizza Tree. We were nominated for a Ringo Award, and we went on to win the Moonbeam Award for Best Kids Graphic Novel. So yeah, he's awesome, super talented.
Such solid internet. I'm sorry, guys.
It's all right.
Oh, it's fine. Yeah, I thought it was funny that he was like, "Oh, it's not an art action. Never mind." I
have flashbacks to my Commodore 64 as a kid. So.
Oh, good. So just happy memories. Of course.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm. You have no idea how pissed off I am. I had them upgrade my internet to like more than double the speed. And now I can stream and everything goes good for a good long while. And then all of a sudden, instead of hitching or hiccuping, I just completely freeze out. And I'm like, well, that's not better. Like, this is not better. And by the way, I forgot to highlight, look who decided to show up.
Hey.
How are you doing, Ollie?
What's up, man? You're doing an awesome job.
Yeah, you're killing it. So happy.
You can scrub back. We're not going to go back through it and stroke your ego again. Scrub back and watch where we talked about how you just do all the things and are amazing.
Well, I'll tell you what. Volume 1 was colored by Andrew Dahlhaus, who was an industry pro for 20 years. And when we couldn't get him for Volume 2, I was a little worried.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. I saw all of her stuff, and I was like, "We're good.
Never mind.
We are so good."
Yeah,
he's doing an amazing job on the book. I'm really happy to have him.
Oh yeah, Ollie is rather impressive. Not that you need a bigger head, but let's just be real. Like you're good at what you do, man.
Yeah.
So we have all kinds of ridiculous question. So Sheldon asked, and I know we kind of talked about this, but we were really specific. So now we're going to be less specific. Are there any crossovers in this issue, or are there any planned?
In this issue, you might see a very famous superhero team, and it might lead into something for the next volume.
Oh, might maybe.
Or it might just be a poster in a toilet. I don't know. And like a urinal. So, yeah.
Okay.
That might be the crossover. Who knows? It might just be a,
the crossover.
Might just be a little blip. Who knows? Yeah, you have to get the book to find out.
Oh, I like it. You guys are just big teases.
That's right.
Ideas says, don't forget the tree questions. So in honor of Mr. Jason Bascom, who said that he was going to be eating bacon cheeseburgers and catch the replay, he always likes to ask, if you were a tree, what tree would you be? Yeah, I know.
I'd be a Christmas tree.
A Christmas tree. I like it. I've only had one other person say Christmas tree so far, and it was Ryan Hack, because he has a Christmas book. And so he was like, I think I have to be a Christmas tree. I don't think I have a choice.
I would probably be a walnut tree, because growing up at my mom's house, we stood still there, giant walnut tree in the front yard, and so many memories attached to that tree. And so, yeah, I think I'd be a walnut tree.
Nice. Edwin would be a palm tree. That's badass.
Like a palm, like a
hand tree, a hand turkey tree.
A hand turkey tree. There we go.
I like it.
That's your next kid's book, Mark. You and Shae need to work on it. Hand turkey tree.
And I agree with King Toad, Weeping Willow. That's me at least half the time. The other half the time is a redwood, because they're gigantic, and I have red hair. I feel like I have to be a redwood. I'm bullied into a redwood. Sheldon was asking, do you ink your own work, Mike?
Yes. Going forward from volume 2 on, it is completely all me.
Fantastic. We got Statty O in the house. How you doing, Stat? Yeah, all of the pens. It's so funny because you're like, I have all the pens, and I'm like, I started art. I have 4. I have 4 whole pens, and I'm so excited about them.
Oh well, I've got. I'm not gonna. I gotta.
Don't. I was gonna say, don't knock down all the Trekkie stuff. Like,
yeah,
can't have that.
I have pens everywhere. Like today, I like it. Dropped like $40 on new pens, because why not?
Because what else are you going to spend $40 on if not pens?
I mean, you can't buy Coke and hookers anymore, so.
I mean, you can, but with the
not for $40.
You
not
can.
Not that I ever have. Not that I ever have.
You could. It just might be cut with a lot of stuff, and she might be really old.
Now, it looks like I'm the kind of guy that would pay for sex, but I never have, so.
I'm glad that we could... Hold on. It's a Red Valkyrie exclusive, everyone. I'm glad that we could confirm that. Mike just looks like he pays for sex, but he doesn't. It's okay. Yeah. Glad that we could clear all of that up.
False fat guy,
Eric says he spent $50 or $40 on sushi. And he was wondering what the poster was going to be for the retail bundle. I need y'all to stop coming so late to the streams, because that is the badass poster that is coming with that retail bundle.
Boom.
I love it. I think it's awesome. And I like how he almost looks like a Killer Croc-esque kind of guy. Like it's badass.
There's some influence, yeah.
Yeah,
he's a snake man that has 3 snakes for a tongue. If you look inside his mouth, there's 3 little snakes in there.
Yeah.
I was wondering what was going. I was like, something is going on in there, but I couldn't quite tell what it is until you said 3 snakes, and now I can very clearly see all 3 of them.
Yep.
There's stuff. So this is your son's creation when he was 6?
Yeah.
Yeah. Drew a picture for Mark, and Mark put it on Facebook. He's like, look at what my son Chase made for me, and I instantly sent him a message like, he needs to be the bad guy in our book. And I redrew like a bus shot, sent it to him, and off we went.
That is crazy.
One of my favorite things to draw. So
I need you to keep encouraging that kid to come up with really cool designs.
We're gonna be out of jobs, so
jeez, like I feel like I just don't even want to try and create characters now. Like he's just doing such a good job at such a young age.
Yeah,
that is awesome.
He is super amazing.
Dude, that's very cool. And you know what? That's got to be like one awesome perk of if you're like a creator and you happen to have creative kids, you're like, dude, when I run out of ideas and have writer's block, I just go to my kids and be like, if you had to create a bad dude, what kind of bad guy would you create for this person? So I'd be like, snake with 3 snakes as a tongue. And you go, yep, we're going to do that. Thanks. That's all I needed.
I don't know if you can see that. That's
hold on.
That's him with the tongue. That's him with the
tongue like out. Oh my gosh.
That is so cool.
It's a pinup that's in the back of the first volume. I did an homage to a Spider-Man cover. I think it was like 316 or something like that.
Dude, that is awesome. That is very awesome. By the way, Sheldon wanted to make sure that you saw, Mike, that it was going to bother him. He's glad to know that you haven't had to pay for sex.
That's what I'm here for, to put you at ease, to
just to make you feel comfortable.
Ease you into a cool weekend where you're just like on, glad I know that guy never had to pay for sex.
It's nice to know that he hasn't had to do that yet. That's good.
I have also never been mistaken for somebody who's very bright, so that's why I say shit out loud.
It's fine. I just don't have a filter because they're not as much fun.
Sure.
Yeah, and you know what? Sheldon brings up a good point. I'm waiting for it to show up so I can actually bring it on screen. But he says that's how Shark Boy and Lava Girl were made. Is Robert Rodriguez's kid came up with it. Kids are creative as hell, and I remember what got me into writing was creating stuff like that when I was younger, and thinking like, that'd be a really cool book, and I didn't do anything with it until I started to get older and was like, that really would be a good book. I really should do that.
Yeah, no. When Chase was 4, we were out to dinner and we were having pizza and he says, I know where pizza comes from, Dad. I was like, yeah, where? And he was like, it's easy. You take a slice of pepperoni, you plant it, and a pizza tree grows. And I was like, oh my God, that's the most brilliant thing I've ever heard. That needs to be a book. And that was our first book that we did together, Pizza Tree. And, it's actually, who knows if anything will ever come from it, but it's being developed as a movie right now. I mean, so maybe one day we'll all be able to watch Pizza Tree on the big screen.
Yeah.
Well, and see, that's the thing is because kids, I guess, one of the big reasons is as adults, we start to like create all these weird filters and get this weird stigma about like saying anything that's going to be awkward or bizarre. Some of us, not all of us, obviously, like don't worry about being weird. But because you get so used to filtering yourself, you start to shoot down ideas before you even give them a chance to kind of percolate and create into anything new. Whereas kids don't. Kids are like, yeah, I live in this world, and obviously that's exactly what would happen because why wouldn't it? And you're just like, yeah, I honestly don't have a reason why it wouldn't. That just makes awesome sense. If you start looking at a lot of the stuff that Tug was doing, that's a combination of some things that he kind of wanted to tell and stories that Lug would tell. And if you've ever listened to Story Time with Lug in any capacity, it is probably the most amazing, adorable thing in the world. We had her on and she gets into it. Like it's not just like, oh, so there was a guy and he did a thing. Like she did Story Time with Lug when we had him on for their second book. And she goes, it was a dark and spooky night. And I was like, oh shit, this is an experience. Like, where's my popcorn? This 6-year-old is going to take me on a journey right now.
That's awesome.
So I think it's so cool that your son gets to kind of be a part of this. And the cool thing is when he gets older, you're going to be able to turn around and be like, hey, do you remember when you told me where pizza came from? And it's like, well, we wrote a book about it. Look at now it's a movie. Like you helped with this. Or if he ever like sees, USAssassin and he sees the snake guy with 3 snakes as a tongue, you'd be like, yeah, you told me that when you were 6. If he doesn't remember it, you're going to be like, this is you. Like you did this.
No, he's already like real aware of this stuff and already
That's
business
awesome.
savvy. He always asks me like, how much money do I get from these books, Dad?
Creative consultant fee, Dad. I'm gonna do.
Awesome.
He's like hiring Mom to go and be his PR rep. He's like, I'm gonna need you to renegotiate terms with Dad, Mom. I feel like I'm getting gypped here. That is awesome. Well, and imagine if you ended up having like action figures one day of that character, and like,
that'd be awesome.
He'll forever know that he created that. That is so cool. Well, guys, we are getting close to that hour mark. We've just been going a little over 50 minutes, and I don't even know. Like, this is a really fun looking book. Definitely beautiful art for sure.
Thank you.
Everyone that I know of who's read the first USAssassin loved it, thought that the story was great. I love that you finished an arc and then went, yeah, I don't want to be done, so I'm going to write another book on it. That it's exciting because I like when you can get a book and you can get like a full experience with one book, but still have, if there are other stories that you still want to tell, you can still have that and you can still get more with those characters, but they can be, kind of contained experiences instead of leaving you on a cliffhanger and then who knows how long it's going to be before the next one's going to come out and all of that. I think it's a really good way to do that.
Yeah, I think we will. Mike and I, we have plans for 5 more volumes, and fortunately, Mike's like so far ahead that we're hopefully going to get these out like on a regular basis. All his artwork for volume 2's done. He's what are you about? 30% done. Volume 3.
I'm on page 19. No,
Jeez.
20.
Oh wow!
And
so you're 40% done volume 3. So yeah, he's kicking ass. Expect to keep seeing USAssassin and coming out on a regular basis.
That's awesome. That's great. I love that you guys are just that like a well-oiled machine at this point in producing this and making sure that you're getting these out to backers so they don't have to wait as long in between books. Because I mean, you're like you said, you're on your first 30 days and you still have 10 of those left. So the fact that you're like 40% done with the next book is insane.
That's just, I think that's something that Mark and I are it's one of the things we pride ourselves on, other than having a great story and great product, is that we're dead set on showing all those naysayers that CG isn't, or the indie market isn't, a year wait for your book, or 2 years,
right?
Or 7. We're gonna try to get it out to you as soon as possible, and it's gonna be at the level of quality that we can produce, and I'm excited.
You guys are doing great. You guys are producing a very quality product. Like nothing is rushed, nothing looks amateur. Like it's looks nice and professional and well thought out and cared for.
Yeah. I mean, it's our love letter to 80s movies and 90s comics. So, I mean, the passion was already there. It was just, making it ours and going forward with it. So, I mean, what's not to love about working on it?
Absolutely. Throwing this out there, you guys got another backer.
Oh, awesome.
Thank you.
So whoever backed, thank you for backing this phenomenal book. I'm sure that you will not be disappointed.
A whole lot.
Yeah, you guys are doing fucking awesome, dude. I'm super excited.
Thanks.
Well, is there any other little bits about the campaign or about the future of USAssassin that you guys want to throw out there to talk about before we wrap?
Just that after the first 30 days, we're going to extend it another 30 days, and we're going to introduce some new reward tiers, some cool new some really cool product for people. I think they're going to love it. I mean, one of the things we already got in, and I shared it with Mike, and I think it kind of beat both of our expectations how cool it was going to be.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then just this book is so much fun to work on. If you have like half the fun reading it as we have making it, you're gonna have a great time because, I mean, like Mike said, it's our love letter to 80s action films, 90s comics. That's what I grew up on, and I mean, it's what I still devour today. So I can't get enough of that stuff.
Hell yeah!
Oh yeah.
The Green Laser has a last-minute question. He says, "Does he ever team up with the British assassin?"
Maybe down a British assassin.
I don't know who that is. I just know that he says with the British assassin because if there's a U.S. assassin, I'm assuming there's a British assassin out there.
Oh, like 007?
Maybe. No idea.
I mean, you'll have to buy the book and find out.
Yeah, exactly. It says we need an international team. So TrueArt7 says, Mike, have you thought about drawing yourself in the USAssassin comic is suplexing bad guys, bro? He goes, also, don't you get any perks being Vince's son?
No, I'm not. I wish I was related to Vince McMahon. I really do. I when I was a kid, I had all these ideas in my head of how, I could show up and be like, I'm Vince's illegitimate kid and blah, 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 and I had all these stories in my head and I'm just like, I'm too fat to be a wrestler. I just am. And as far as me drawing myself, panels are only this big. I'm not going to fit. So.
Oh my gosh.
No, I would not. I would put other people in. I would put other people in as kind of like sneak little hellos and winks, but never myself. No.
So that means that Mark, you need to just take one of those panels and just draw him in the back. Don't tell him, send it to print, and then be like, hey, Mike, did you notice anything on page 23?
And knowing my luck, it'll be a picture of me going. I'll be like, oh, great. That's going to stay for prosperity.
TrueArt7 says, fat people can move fast. Kevin James was a pro wrestler.
I'm telling you right now, I don't run if I'm chased. I'm like, oh, you got me.
They're going to chase you. You go, you can't chase me if I'm not running.
That's right.
Because then it's just you running up to me.
I'm going to get winded watching you run up towards me. So, yeah.
I mean, I do too, but I'm military. So I run twice a year when the Air Force forces me to. I dislike it every second of it. Yeah, so honestly, guys, this has been super fucking awesome. And this time has really gone by quick. But you guys have a super badass project here. Are we gonna say hi to a little?
Yeah, come here. Come here.
I'm gonna say hi to a little. I love the littles.
Come here. Come here. Oh, he's being a. Come here.
Maybe. No. He's like, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm not down for it.
You gonna come here? Oh, you're gonna come here.
Oh, look. Oh my goodness.
There you are.
Hi. Look at how cute. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Look at how awesome. Hi.
Hey, hi. Green.
Yeah, you got ice or what are they?
Popsicle.
Thank you.
Hey, you come here.
How do I forget? I'm like the fattest of fat kids. How do I forget things like that?
Come here. So, switch down.
Hi.
So for people who have volume 1,
There we go.
This is one of the kids.
Yes.
One of the kids from Volume 1, and then I drew the other one. I tried to make it look like Chase. So
That's awesome. Hi. Oh,
yep.
That's so good. I love all the littles. It's so great to see.
All
Yes.
right, then I got, come on, everyone needs to get their
Come
time.
on. Cycle through, children.
This is my son, Caden.
Hey.
Hey.
What's sad is that's the kind of hair I had in the 80s and 90s, and now this is what I have, and I cry every time I see him. Because I'm like, what used to be? But,
Well, just do what Ethan does. Just get wigs.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
And then
I have like a whole trunk full because of cosplay. And
then I have a daughter that's stuck doing homework right now. So
that's awesome. I'm glad that we got to see all of your littles. It's so cool.
And I have a wife too. Wife, would you like to be on camera? No, get over here. No.
Come here. Tell her.
You gotta come here.
Tell her that I'm
You gotta come here.
She has to.
She's like, I look awful. No, you don't. Come here. Get over here.
Really? Do you see all of this? Oh my gosh, you do not look awful. Oh, shut up. Tell her that she's beautiful.
Oh, she said you're beautiful.
Aw, thank you.
I look terrible. I just look like I totally am made up for everything. Whatever. Hey, girls are the worst to themselves. Let me tell you that much. It's insane. Well, good. Look at we met all of the McMahons. I feel so special.
-1. Hold on. There's one. Claire.
I can do it too.
Hey, Mark, do you have all of the peoples you want to bring on?
Sorry.
No, they don't care.
They don't
But
care.
everyone watching, man, buy the book. Mike has to feed all those kids.
I know.
A lot of mouths. Oh wow, that was quick.
Get in here. Say hi.
Yeah.
By the way, that's my daughter Claire.
Oh, look how
Her
cute.
Superman hoodie that she stole for me.
Yes, I did steal. It is mine.
Oh, badass. Love it.
I stole it from you.
Super
Okay,
cool.
so the wife stole it and then she stole it. But all right, get out of here. So please buy the book. I've got kids to feed.
Absolutely. Sure. Someone goes, it's only going on the internet is all, guys.
That's right.
Look, you're talking to somebody who has done a cosplay as a frog on more than one occasion. So you want to talk about, I had somebody talking about doxing and trying to send embarrassing photos and stuff to me in the internet. And I was like, there's literally 100+ videos they could go back through and just find stuff. Like there's plenty. Yeah. I'm the dumbass that ate a giant pickle on screen. Like I'm just saying, there's a lot that you could meme if you really wanted to.
I still need to get a hold of Fraga because there's supposed to be a pickle eating contest with you were on the, you might have shown up late, I don't know, but you were on that stream, Shae, where somebody ate a jar of pickles or something like that, and I was like, I could do that.
Me and Wise Guys.
Yeah. It was
me, Wise Guys, and Gothic Arch. Gothic Arch got through not even, I don't even think half of one jar. I got through the equivalent of 2 jars. Wise Guys got through like 4.5 because he is horrible. Yes, I want to see the 2 of you go. I refuse to do any more.
I love pickles.
Pickle eating contest because that was absolutely horrible. That was, oh my gosh, I was sick for so long. I still have so many jars of pickles in my house. I just stare at them. I'm like, don't need a pickle ever again.
Nope.
Frega's he's been working on a book. Like he hasn't just been off the radar. He's been drawing Black Flag and making it amazing.
His guts are still healing from his kids karate kicking his stitches.
Yeah. No, I think he's been doing pretty good. So
good.
That's thankfully. But all right, guys. Well, we are going to wrap it up. Gosh, man, my chat is brutal to me. So brutal. You guys are evil. I ate a lot of pickles for me, and that was plenty. I will happily renounce the crown to anybody else. But yeah, I wanted to thank you guys so much for coming out. You guys have been super, super awesome to talk to. definitely would love to have you back. If we can, I'm trying to add up days because I'm going to be on leave, but we might be able to get you because you should still be going in November, right?
We'll be ending, I think, around November 4th. I mean,
Okay.
it'll be in demand by then.
We'll see if we can't get you guys back on to, especially to go over some of those tiers, preferably before you end live. So we will be in touch for sure. But if you guys are still watching, please go out and back this like fucking badass book. Just like they've said, it's like a love letter of the 90s comics and 80s action movies. Like this is what you want, man. This is an awesome book to have in your life. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mark. You guys are so much fun to talk to, and I loved having you on and finally getting to talk to you on my channel, which is awesome.
Yes. Well, thank you for having us, Shae. It was awesome of you.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to Red Valkyrie. Make sure that you hit that notification bell up to all because we are going to have our super awesome giveaway extravaganza sometime early-ish October when Cy gets back and assuming that I can stream. We're going to give away a whole bunch of comics. We're giving away some original art. We're giving away some prints. We're giving away all kinds of amazing goodies to celebrate my birthday, to celebrate Cy coming back, and to celebrate us being monetized at 1K because you guys are amazing. And thank you all so much for hanging out with us. We will catch you next time. See you later.
See you.